Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I am so happy to be back again this week to talk about professional clearing, why it's important, and why it's important to be skillful at it. So, you probably don't realize, just like the common cold, that you can transfer energy, just positive energy and also dark energy, from one person to the next, from one environment to the next. And some of you may believe that if I'm a good person and if I meditate every day, if I don't eat meat and I smudge every day, I am protecting myself and I'm clearing my space. I know a lot of you believe in that. And so I tend to think of the smudge stick as a blessing. And sometimes I just think the poor sage plant has been over farmed because people have the belief that it will clear out everything. And so I think of it, as I said, as a blessing. It may increase the light in the environment enough that maybe some low grade energies might move out. But as a whole, for the things that lurk in our subtle environment in the unseen world, this is not enough. This is not enough. So I kind of, as I said, think of it as a blessing, and I think sometimes I think, well, can you use a smudge stick to clear away a cold? No, you need something more. So I am asking you to not just take my word for it. I have created a system that actually analyzes what's there. What is the light frequency? It's not about just using your subtle, um, your own sensitive feel. Yes, you can feel these things with your sensitive feel, but you're not going to be able to analyze exactly what's there. And sometimes these energies like to block, interfere with your subtle energy field or your ability to tap in what is actually there. So, who's really vulnerable? Who's vulnerable? Well, we all are, including our animals, believe it or not. But today we're going to focus on healers, massage therapists, chiropractors, OBGYNs, doctors, therapists, acupuncturists, and coaches. And I don't know why, but coaches tend to pick up a lot of this energy from their clients. Mediums, they're especially vulnerable. Intuitives, you all are sitting ducks. And either you're transferring this unseen energy from your energy field to your client or vice versa. So when I choose a practitioner, I choose one who has good energy hygiene. And I suggest you ask, how do you clear yourself of these unseen forces? Not just like washing the surface. How do you do this and how do you handle it? How do you protect yourself and how am I protected? So if you're in any of these professions, and if you're starting to not feel well, if your office is starting to feel heavy, and if you're feeling anxious, tired, depressed, things not going well, there may be more to that than you think. It could be coming from these dark forces in your subtle body. And I call them energies in the unseen world. You may simply be overloaded. So I believe it's good to have tools that you can measure and can repeat the success over and over. And so I've created those tools. So I thought I'd show you some of these tools today that I use. to check not only your own subtle energy field to see what's in there, but also your office, your home, land. I have very specific tools. And the first thing I start with is an analysis sheet. And I make a witness. And I have 3 free webinars on dowsing and witness making and how to use your light measurement chart. You can go to my website and get that information, altheagray.com. So I start with a witness, and it's either a name witness or one of the address. And we use a pointer to connect directly to the energies of whatever we've written on this witness. And so this analysis sheet, we designate whether it's a person, property, business, land, pet, or public figure, public place. We check if there's any darker than dark energies there. And we analyze first, what is the current light measurement of that person or that environment? And then we document it. And then this list, we go through this entire long list of things to see what is actually in your field. And it's very critical to check how many portals, how many openings in the energy field, in the subtle energy field, where things are coming and going into your field or your office. Because if there are a lot of them, then even if you think this is going to work, if you don't close these portals, they will continue to come and flow and interfere with your life or your clients or your business. So we start with a very concrete, it took me 15 years to develop this incredible analysis sheet. And then sometimes we douse, and when cases are very complicated, we use floor plans. And we look at what is in the energy field of these different environments, your rooms or office space. So we become more specific. Then we check, are any planes or dimensions chorded? We check 12 different dimensions. We check the higher purpose of the property and the higher purpose of the person. Is that being blocked? And then, of course, we check the light measurements from the beginning, after we perform the clearing, and then after we perform a gold treatment. We remediate by increasing the amount of light in your subtle field and your house or your office to a place where it can stay stable. So there's been a lot of thought, a lot of work. Clients have files. We learn to keep files. And so if a client even contacts me 5 years from now, I have a file of where they were 5 years ago. So there's been a lot of thought in my professional clearing course. And I invite you to go to my website and look at it further, a further description of it. And please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. And I'm going to continue these little Facebook Lives and invite some of my graduates who are working in the field. And they're, as I said, they're super Jedis. They are really out there fighting darkness. And darkness all over the world. We have to add more light to our world so that we can live in a peaceful, beautiful place where we're loving towards one another, inclusive with one another. So I thank you for your time today, and I look forward to presenting some more of these Facebook Lives with you.